Hey everyone, Muckluck here, and I don't like most game reviews. They take 20 minutes to give 5 minutes of information. This is Hi-Fi Rush, a single-player rhythmic action-adventure game released in 2023 by Bethesda Softworks and Tango Gameworks. It can be played via controller or mouse and keyboard. I played it on mouse and keyboard, and the few controls I didn't like were easily able to be rebound to other keys. Here's the basic story concept of the start of the game, only describing the first hour. You play the role of Chai, a young man with a bad arm that volunteers for Vandelay's Project Armstrong, which helps people in need with robot enhancements. Unfortunately, they took a page from the movie The Fly, and while upgrading his arm, he is also accidentally combined with his music player. This results in him acquiring strange musical robot powers that cause the world around him to react to his beat.
If I'm getting this right... First, music player in my chest. Pretty sure that's not supposed to be there. Second, it's powering up my new robot arm. Third, it's making everything sync up with the beat.
The company labels him a defect and tries to hunt him down.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
While fleeing, he runs into 808, the best character of the game, a talking robot cat, and he helps 808 out in a pinch. He then accidentally syncs up to it, gaining new abilities and a friend. They continue to flee their pursuers, culminating in a boss fight, and finally 808 leads Chai to its hideout.
Yeah. But this time, just shut up and follow me.
Where he meets the real voice who is talking through 808 all along like a walkie-talkie.
My name is Peppermint.
Wait, that voice! You're the cat!
And she tells him about Spectra, a whistleblower-level plan that Vandelay has and how she's trying to stop it, and asks for his help. This game took me just over 10 hours to clear the main story, not counting the secret ending, not 100%ing, and not counting the repeatable content afterward, which would all add far more time to the game. At launch, the game costs about $30 US. It does unlock a host of collectibles and replayable challenge content after the story is complete for those who just can't put it down. You can get even more playtime for your purchase. Comparing to other games, for me personally, this was my third rhythm game, and it was the funnest by far. Unlike some others where you could only attack on the beat, in Hi-Fi you can attack at any time, but you do more damage by hitting it on the beat, making it much more user-friendly and less punishing of mistakes. All enemies also attack on the beat, so if you theoretically dodged and parried every beat, you would stop nearly all damage while you take stock of your surroundings. Fantastic execution allowed me to lie to myself and think I was good at rhythm games for a time. Details. The game's art style was very pleasing to look at, reminding me of comic book art, and even looked like an actual comic book during some of the cutscenes. The music is of course very important to the game and has two main modes. The standard one features famous music tracks from artists such as 9 Inch Nails, The Black Keys, and many others. It also has a streamer safe mode that uses custom music they made specifically for the game that is safe to use on Twitch and YouTube. The controls were great, and the few I didn't like were easy to rebind. Saving system. The game doesn't allow manual saving, but it auto-saves constantly, and also between boss phases. So if you're fighting a boss and get to phase 2 and then die, it restarts at the beginning of phase 2, so it is quite forgiving, to the point where I never missed not having a manual save. Humor. I didn't expect it to be, but the game was hysterical. Multiple times I was laughing until I had tears in my eyes. She called a meeting with the other bosses! The writers for the game did an amazing job at keeping the entertainment going via a combination of music, action, humor, and visuals. Is it content creator friendly? Very. As mentioned before, it has a streamer safe mode. I played my entire experience on Hi-Fi on Twitch and also uploaded the gameplay to my Muckluck Plays YouTube channel, and I got 0 copyright claims or muted VODs. Do you have to play any other titles to appreciate this game? No, it is the first and only game in its series at this time. Anything negative to say? My experience playing the game was near perfect, but asking others gave the following feedback. Some gamers didn't like that the game uses de novo anti-cheat, but it is a game that runs de novo that still appears to run superbly and not hog resources. I'm looking at you, Assassin's Creed. You can't skip the tutorials. This is perfectly fine for your first playthrough, but may be annoying if you're replaying levels to try to get perfect scores. Final thoughts. Great music, visual, action, gameplay, and unexpectedly, humor. Made me absolutely love a game that exists in a genre I wasn't even passionate about. I feel like it was absolutely worth the $30 USD price tag I paid for it, and I do not regret my purchase. This video was not sponsored, so if If you enjoyed it, please consider hitting that like button to help us out with the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more content. If you'd like to see more of my playthrough of Hi-Fi Rush, I'll include a link to that playlist from our other channel down below. As always, a massive thank you to our dear patrons who make content like this possible. If you'd like to become a supporter and earn early access, there's a link to that in the description. Enjoy the beat.
What I want.